Casey Borman.
There you go. Okay, Casey, well, I'm getting the nod, a former professional Muay Thai fighter herself.
See fighters make that transition to officiating, making sure that
Brilliant.
rules are being followed.
Brilliant young lady, and had a pleasure training with her for some years, so she's
Nice.
awesome. Yeah, like you said, love to see the transition, right? Stay part of it. So, and here we go.
I believe this is going to be our second or first Muay Thai bout where we're going to see some elbows get thrown.
Now, I got to bring that over to the head, a little bit of a head charge there.
Yep, especially when two guys are crashing into clinch at the same time, and sometimes, especially when he's tucking his head down like that, looks like blue corner is leading with the head a little bit.
That's a tough issue for the official to deal with when you lead with the head like that.
It could also lead you to eating a knee, too, because your head's already coming down. If your opponent's throwing that knee to the body, you could accidentally duck yourself into a knee, which we never want to see.
But with these rules, as you talked about before, it's a different game. Using the plum, using the short elbows, sliding those elbows off, right? I mean, it's literally a different style of fighting.
100%. And this will also, you'll see sometimes, depending on where the clinch is taking place, judges might have a different view of who's winning based on whose back is turned, who's taking ring control. The clinch can make the fight a little bit more of a mess, which makes it a bit more hard to judge. But when someone's truly dominating in the clinch, it usually shows.
And I think the clinch sometimes can be maybe not exciting to people, but the slightest elbow and movement it is an art in there. Even you can see right there, he's kneeing the thigh.
Yep, you're scoring points, you're controlling your opponent, hopefully putting their back against the ropes. They are able to sweep now in this Muay Thai rule set, so you will see some attempts at sweeps from the clinch. And when they break from these clinch exchanges.
Just a quick announcement. Make sure your vehicle is not blocking the cones at the back entrance of the Boys and Girls Club. The ambulance needs to get out from that way.
I was just
Your vehicle is not.
Good body kicks from our blue corner here. Looks like red corner's leading with that lead uppercut, which could open him to a right hand down the middle. I don't like seeing a big lead hand shot start off a combo to open
There's
him up.
10 seconds. Oh, was that
A
a
little bop to the head
Yeah, there you go. I haven't seen that for a
hammer
while.
fist to the head.
And a teep right there.
Oh,
Oh,
again, very good job by a referee jumping in there.
yeah, and that's an important part of it. Now, I do like the way that he's throwing with the left hook is setting up the right kick. And you can see the comfort level of Prasad, where he's just saying, I'm throwing punches and bunches. It's pad work. I'm breathing right. The breath, that kind of brings us back to our last fight. Now we're on this fight. How important is the breathing whether you're at all points?
Especially when you're exerting as much energy as these guys are, because you can train, you can hit the pads, you can spar. You're never going quite as hard as when you're actually in that fight and in that scenario. So breathing is going to be imperative. In these scenarios, your heart rate's already jacked up, your adrenaline's going, so being in control of the more you can be in control of, the better. When it comes down to the breath, that can be a huge factor in maintaining your cardio throughout the fight.
So in between rounds, we're actually trying to decelerate the heart rate.
Which is going to be very difficult because you're fired up thinking about the next round, but that's the goal of the cornerman, is to hone you in, focus you, and get you ready for the next round. It did seem like red corner might have been slowing down just a little bit towards the tail end of that round, coming in without a mouthpiece.
No. It's not the first time I've seen that happen. Glad that they caught it there.
Yeah,
right?
Not after. Very good left hook,
Now,
either to a right kick or a good right hand. Oh, head kick, but blue corner slips off the head kick.
Jeff, I want you to tell me about that sliding hammer punch that I saw.
It seemed like he maybe was looking for that angled elbow coming around the side, maybe just saw a different opening. And again, anytime you can touch your opponent when they don't want to be touched, a hammer fist might be a weapon that can land.
Right there, it was kind of that's a legal shot, right?
I believe so. Yep, it is legal to throw. Unorthodox, but
that's very well said. That's definitely an unorthodox shot. And this is the clinch where we talked about.
It seems like when these two do get in the clinch, it looks like red corner is just a good bit stronger and a little bit more disciplined at controlling those positions. Landing a lot of good knees to the leg, though, when he does tie him up.
Yeah, see why now what's happening there is, you said the red corner, the control. Blue corner he's not, even though he's moving, he's not.
Yep, he's not digging under. He's not trying to change the arm positions there. Red corner's doing a very good job at getting a body lock on him and controlling his upper body and lower body posture from there.
But
very fast kicks from red corner.
This can really tire out your arms and legs.
You'll see oftentimes when fighters break from a clinch engagement, Their hands are a little bit lower than when they first started, just because it is very fatiguing on the muscles, the cardio system to be in that clinch. It is grueling. It might not look like much is happening, but both fighters expending a lot of energy here.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way. Nice.
Love that lead hook.
Oh, and there
he
it was
throws
again.
Yep. He's definitely going for an elbow there.
And that's
Good
something
uppercut in the
nice,
clinch there.
dirty
Yeah, you see
uppercut,
it again.
right? Yeah.
He's just scoring points there. Again, every time it seems to turn.
And he's a strong, and they're
Seems
two
like
young
Ryan
men.
Prasad.
They're both strong, but the way that he's able to, and I'm referring to Prasad here, the way that he's able to control with the lower, saying the lower center of gravity,
Yep.
pummeling in, keeping his hands and arms locked around center body. He's got to reach in and pummel, right?
Seems like he's just got a little bit less experience in the clinch. It seems like our guy Ryan in the red corner just has spent a little bit more time there. He does come from Juniper Muay Thai. They're a very refined Muay Thai gym. Seems like he's just spent and has a little bit more refined moves in the clinch, a little bit more options to go to.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan Prasad, both guys impressive, but I just think he's turning and you can see he's moving, but he's just not pummeling.
Yep, he's not getting the arm controls, which again, your arms are a big part of what control the posture, and Ryan's doing a good job, like you said, with that body lock, turning him, getting the arms raised, and being able to control what side he turns his opponent
Yeah,
to.
it's pummeling there, and then you can get it. So see if he makes that adjustment, but touch of gloves there. Yeah, no, that
A little too excited. There he goes.
is the mouthpiece in. All right, there we go.
We got round 3, a great high-paced fight. Good body kicks returned by blue corner. Good knee.
Nice right hand there.
That left hook's been landing very well for Ryan.
Let's see if Yossi's going to reach in there. Now, if I'm in the corner for
Good job
Yossi,
finally pummeling in, getting
Yep.
good hand position there. It seems like he was hearing you in between rounds.
Maybe.
Gotta fight for that hand position inside the clinch, which he's doing much more now, not just letting good knee too.
and
Himself
with
get
gloves,
control.
it's not easy.
Good overhand right to left body
Ooh.
kick.
This could be
Yossi making a small comeback here in the third round, where I would say the first 2 rounds likely went to his opponent, Ryan.
I'm there. I'm with you.
He's got to pummel that right arm in, though.
He's got to pummel and then strike off it. Oh, and that's traditional, and that is definitely a legal Muay Thai strike. It's just not one we see quite as often.
And he is often hitting him with the glove there. That one seemed to hit him with the hammer fist part of the glove.
Wow, he does a nice job of, those do damage as
Very
well.
sneaky. He's definitely very refined in the clinch. Spent a lot of time there, making very good decisions from the clinch. Not just letting it be a mess like amateur fights. Sometimes when you get in the clinch, you'll see a lot of resting. These guys are not resting here. They're taking opportunities and finding openings.
Good point. I have to agree. And I got to say, also, I can almost feel his training camp here. Really, like you can tell. He put the time in.
Strong clinch, very good forearm control, and again has an option to go. He's thinking one move ahead when it comes to the clinch for sure.
Exactly what I was going to say. That's the difference. He's just doesn't. The clinch game is they're on 2 different levels, but that does not mean that they're 2 different level fighters.
Now, Yossi's definitely been in this fight from the start, but when they get in the clinch, just that little bit of difference in experience and time spent there is showing. At range, both guys were landing good strikes, good kicks.
And I like that. Good break up there. I like that's the time. And
Crowd was going a little crazy there. Could barely hear the bell.
And that's happened before it's a couple of times where we didn't know if it was the 10-second bell or the bell. And I tell you, it's